Hi guys, this is task six. This is task six. This is a task about arranging and sorting data. Okay, so we've got our Movie Magic database. Now I've changed the requirement or the task a little bit from what they have in the handout that I gave you. So we're going to use this. I'll try and put this up on Simon instead. It's a little bit clearer. So we're going to actually use a query to sort and arrange the data in our database. At the moment, if you have a look, it's in no particular order. I think it's just ordered how it's actually in ascending. Yeah, so at the moment, it's not in any particular order, but what might be useful if you're going to hand this to someone or something like that, an order of some description would be good. So maybe alphabetically by title. In a DVD shop, all these things will be alphabetically category first and then alphabetically arranged. So maybe that's something useful we can do. It's actually, this little thing here is actually indicating that it has been sorted by, so if you see that there, it's been sorted by price. If you have a look, it's going up from the cheapest to the most expensive. Okay, so we're going to use a new query, which is slightly different to what it says in that handout, but just follow along with this, and I'll show you what we need to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sort the data in the Movie Magic database alphabetically by title. Okay, you can do this pretty simply in the table. So if you just click on the field name and the ascending. So ascending means to go from smallest to largest, and if it's alphabetically, it goes in alphabetical order. So H, L, okay, so you notice the S's and the T's, so it's in alphabetical order there, and it rearranges all these other things too with it. Okay, so you could actually take a screen. What I'd like you to do, there's 3 tasks I want you to do for this one. So there's 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to get you to, we're going to make a query, okay, and we're just going to change the query and take a screen dump of each query result. So even though we can arrange this in a table, we're going to do it a query because you can actually do quite a little bit. You can do a bit more with a query, which I'll show you a bit later. So what we're going to do is click Create. We're going to do a query design. We bring up our table. Okay, so we've got all these fields we can choose from. I'm going to dump all of these. So if you want to highlight all these things, you press Shift and click, and you will drag all those fields in. Don't take the asterisk. That actually takes all the fields in. So just those 6 fields there. Okay, so at the moment it's unsorted. You might notice down here it says sort. Okay, so we want to sort by the video title. So if you click on there and go ascending, okay, it should, when you run the, click run, and it'll show us in a query form what our table did before. So HL, okay, so this is in alphabetical order, okay, according to the title. So what I'd like you to do is I want you to create a Microsoft Word document, and I want you to do a screen dump of this. So if you've never done a screen dump before, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You might do a print screen, or if you search for this little snipping tool, which is in your all apps, I believe. I keep it on the desktop because it's actually quite useful when you're creating documents. So I think it's in Windows Accessories down here somewhere. It was look a little bit different because I'm using Windows 10, but it's in the same place for Windows 7, which is what's on the computer. So your snipping tool looks like this. Okay, so it brings up this little thing, and if you click on New, okay, it'll let you drag a marquee or a selection, and it'll copy that. Okay, so it's just like a photo. So click on Copy up here and dump that into a blank Word document. Okay, so I'm just going to create a new Word document, and I'm just going to press Control V, and that's my task 1, also the first part of task 6. Okay, so that's showing that has been organised in alphabetical order. Okay, so let's put all 3 tasks in this one here. So you could actually title it, which is probably to do. So this is exercise 6 or task 6 part 1. Okay, so we're going to do part 2 now and take another screen dump. So go back to Excel Access Database, and the next one asks for, we're going back to this document, sort the data in the Movie Magic database by number in stock in descending order. So descending order means to go from biggest to smallest. Okay, so it's the opposite to ascending. Okay, so we're going to use our query again, and we're going to use the same query. We're just going to go into our design view here. Okay, and we get our field list back up again. So instead of sorting the video, okay, so take that off, we're going to sort by number in stock. I'm going to go descending. Okay, so what that should do is now, when I run the query, it will change it so that my number in stock, so my license to web, which has 8, it should go down from 8 to 2. Okay, so that tells me right at the top which one I've got most of. Okay, so that's the second part. So click on your snipping tool, use new, and just take a snip of that, copy, and pop it in that document that you made before. Okay, so this is part 2, and Control-V will dump that there. Okay, so number in stock order. Okay, so the last one, and the real reason we're using a query is because the last one is telling us to sort the data by release year and then alphabetically by title. Okay, both ascending. So it's got 2 levels of arrangement. So what this is actually saying is it's saying sort it by release year, and then within that, sort it by title. So if there's 2 DVDs that are both in the year 2000, okay, it'll go to the title and then it'll sort. Okay, so it's probably best I show you. And you can't do this in a table. You can only sort by one field in a table, although in a query. Let me show you in our design view again. Going back. So we're going to, instead of sorting by number in stock, we're going to sort by release year. Okay, so both ascending. So it's going to go from the oldest to the newest. It's in release year, and then let's hang on a second. Okay, so I've made these both ascending. Okay, so it'll sort by both of these, but what you'll find, if you press that now, it'll sort this first. Okay, we want it to sort by this first. Okay, it doesn't look sorted at the moment because it's in the wrong order. So what you have to do is you have to drag this release year in front of video. Okay, so if I click on that and I literally hold down the mouse key and I'll bring that in front. Okay, so I've just rearranged my field order. I'm going to run that now, and what you'll see is it's in release year order, and then it might not be obvious because there's not actually that many that are the same year, but down here, 3 2007s are in alphabetical order as well. Okay, so this might be useful, and it would be useful if you were sorting out categories. So if in a DVD shop, you sort things in categories first and then by alphabetical order. Release year, it's not a very good example, but I'll tell you what, let's just take that and put it into our Word document. Okay, so let's click that, goes back in here, and we'll put that down as part 3. Okay, so there's our part 3. So save that as a PDF and upload it to the task. Now I just wanted to go back. Sorry about the long video. This probably shouldn't have taken this long, but I just wanted to show you with our. So a good reason why you want to do this is to maybe sort by category. Okay, so we've got our categories. Let's put that at the front, and then by our videos. Okay, so within our categories, we're sorting by our alphabetically. Okay, so the comedies are sorted alphabetically. Dramas are too. So within those categories, you've got fields. Okay, so that's a good reason why you would use a sort field. It's really, really common. So that'll do for this video. Upload to task 6.